Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Well, huge announcement from Mike Pence that had everybody on the edge of their seats. And it was that he cannot, in good conscience, endorse Donald Trump as for the next president of the United States. So, okay, I hope you're enjoying your coffee and eating your bland oatmeal with no sugar or salt or raisins or anything in it. Quote, Donald Trump is pursuing and articulating an agenda that is at odds with the conservative agenda that we governed on during our 4 years. That's why I cannot, in good conscience, endorse Donald Trump in this campaign. Pence said he's incredibly proud of the record the Trump-Pence administration put forth, but he argued that the former president's walked away from conservative issues, pointing to Trump's stance on abortion. What's his stance on abortion? How does that walk away from conservative issues? He wants to take away women's rights. That's what the Republicans are all about. U.S. national debt and his reversal on TikTok. Quote from Pence, during my presidential campaign, it made it clear there were profound differences between me and President Trump on a range of issues. No, there weren't. And not just our difference on my constitutional duties that he exercised on January 6th. That's pretty much it. That's about where the daylight is. As I've watched his candidacy unfold, I see him walking away from our commitment to confronting the national debt. You increased it by like a third with your tax cuts for the rich. I've seen him starting to shy away from a commitment on the sanctity of human life. What, did he say that? Oh, this must be about the IVF thing or something like that. That Trump said maybe it's a bad idea to call embryos human beings. And then last week, his reversal on getting tough on China and supporting our administration's efforts to force the sale of TikTok. Pence did not say who he would vote for. He's going to keep his vote to himself, but he would never vote for Biden. Okay. Now, yeah. Pence. Well, congratulations, Mike Pence. You almost found God, I suppose. Can I just say how revolted I am about this guy? You know, you're on the right step, on the right approach for not wanting to support Donald Trump for president. And you can certainly make the argument that he's not backing conservative efforts. He's backing MAGA efforts. And you could maybe highlight the difference between conservatives and MAGA. But I don't think you did. And worse, it's like, he said he's not going to vote for a third-party candidate. He's not going to vote for Biden. Okay. I don't know who you're going to vote for. Maybe you're going to leave it blank on there. But at least you'll have... you stuck your head far enough to say that you're not supporting Trump. Let's see what the energy is around Mike Pence. Entertainment purposes only. What caused Mike Pence to come out and really speak his mind? Did Mother tell him to? King of Wands. I wonder if this is about as forceful as we get with Mike Pence. I doubt it has to do with the Justice Department. King of Wands, taking action. Crossed by the Hermit, illuminating the way. And the disappointment card underneath. I guess Pence kept waiting for Trump to rise to the moment. And Trump's not going to do it. So Pence, in an attempt to appear presidential, is going to go forth with his recommendation that he is not supporting Donald Trump, and maybe he can convince some evangelicals and some conservatives to join him with this. Again, there's disappointment underneath it all. Now, mind you, I don't think Pence ever, got more than 3% of the vote, or his polling was never really much above 3%. But if you could convince, even 1/3 of your constituents who would have voted for you to not vote for Trump, and that 1% happens to be in a battleground state, it doesn't take one person to take Trump down. It can also be lots of people taking little bites out of him too that bring him down. An elephant or a great white shark can eat any piranha. This is a horrible analogy. Great white sharks are saltwater and piranhas are freshwater, but you get the idea. Yeah, but if you've got 10,000 piranha all taking, or 1,000 piranha taking little bites out of a shark, the piranha are going to win. We'll leave the freshwater, saltwater part out of it, but that's kind of the idea. You don't need all the people doing it. Liz Cheney can take away some votes. Mike Pence can take away some votes. Chris Christie can take away some votes. Nikki Haley can take away a lot of votes. So, I guess he's doing his part. In the past, we got the King of Pentacles. He's worked with Trump. He's basically seen Trump's greed. Trump is not a man of ethics, morals, character like that. Mike Pence is a man of ethics and morals. Now, before you choke on your croissants with that one, all I'm saying is that Mike Pence is going to go into a situation with some type of moral or ethical stance. It's not purely coming in to transact to figure out how he can get money from somebody or power over somebody to get money later. He might actually come in with an agenda. Trump's only agenda is the advancement of Trump, something for the betterment of Trump. So he's seen who Trump is and all the deadly sins that Trump represents. Current situation, he's distancing himself from that person. It's really, really unfortunate. Mike Pence could have solved a lot of this issue back on January 7th. 25th Amendment could have been enacted. His cabinet likely would have voted for it, and Trump could have been removed, and Mike Pence could have been president of the United States for about 2 weeks. Just, acting as a caretaker for the government until Joe Biden was sworn in. That was probably going to be his big moment to be the president of the United States. He walked away from that opportunity. He's had a number of opportunities to separate himself from Donald Trump, and he would not do it because he had presidential aspirations. It might just be that Mike Pence has finally realized that he is not now, nor will he ever be, the president of the United States, and it's okay to start putting some daylight between him and Donald Trump. Probably sees the writing on the wall. Overarching energy is the Chariot. Things are going to progress. There's probably going to be more people that start moving away from Donald Trump. He won't be the first. He won't be the last. It's not going to be a quick moving away, but it's kind of like a wave building up momentum, little bits at a time. We're a snowball building up in size as it moves down the mountain. The overarching energy of this is the Death card. Bringing an Eth to the tyrant that would be the 47th president of the United States, should he be elected. This has got to stop. An outcome is the Two of Pentacles. So you can make the argument that Mike Pence is flipping his loyalties on Donald Trump. He had to decide which is the better path to take, and he chose to take a path where he does not endorse Donald Trump. Again, how much weight does this carry? Not a lot. I don't think Mike Pence is held in very high regards in conservative circles, or he's held in no regard in MAGA circles. He may not be held in particular high regards in conservative or circles, maybe more so in evangelicals. But at least it starts a conversation. And that's probably the best thing that can happen out of that. Evangelicals that are also MAGA members, or evangelicals anyways that are supporting Trump. MAGA members won't support Mike Pence, but evangelicals might look at it and say, I liked Mike Pence. Why would he betray Donald Trump like this? And if they at least ask the question, why would he do it? Maybe they could try to read what he said and hear the words coming out of his mouth. Pence would probably be better talking with folks, but you can imagine any place he goes, they're going to try. Trump supporters will be there trying to boo him down. So, going on and doing an announcement like this will get a little bit more airplay, but I doubt that it's well. It could make a difference. It's not going to make a huge difference. I don't think. I don't get any view for that. But let's ask: how big of a difference will this make? Will this make a difference at all? A little four-carder, and then we'll call it quits. Will Mike Pence's announcement make a difference, especially in battleground states? Because that's, again, battleground states is where it's most important. In a state where Trump's going to win 60 to 40, if it makes it, 59.8 to 40.2, it's not that big of a deal. Three of Wands. Waiting for your ship to come in, looking forward. All or nothing, happy families, justice, the big government card. It's the election's coming, and here's interesting. This is his small contribution to the bigger picture. He wants the Republican Party back in power. But I think he also realizes that this is an all or nothing election, and the government depends on this. So will it make a huge difference? It's not going to make a huge difference, but maybe it makes enough of a difference. I think that's the best way to look at it. It may not be big, but it might be enough. It's certainly a contribution. Think of it like Velcro. Any one Velcro hook is not particularly strong, but if you have 100 of them, all of a sudden you've got some pretty good strength there. So, welcome to the right side of history, Mike. Glad to have you here. And I'll leave it at that. Strange bedfellows. I'm not voting for you and anything else. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your kind words, your shares, your likes, everything that you do that helps feed the YouTube algorithm so this video makes it out to a wider audience. To folks just discovering this channel for the first time or recently, welcome. I hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.